guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be recommendations on if you like this book, you are going to love this or you should read this one. Now before we go into the video, I need to just say something that regarding the audiobooks that for next few weeks, no new audiobook is going to be uploaded. The earlier ones will be there, but I assure you that that when I upload the next audiobook, it's going to be all your favorites, everyone's favorite. Like, everyone has been telling me to upload this book since so long, which is The Sweet Temptation by Cora Riley. I finally have my hands on it, so it's going to be there, but there is few things that I need to work on, so that there's not going to be any new audiobook. There are going to be other recommendation videos, but not audiobooks for few weeks, and then we're going to come again back with the audiobooks. Now, without wasting any time, let's let's start with the video. Now, I have a lot of recommendation. Like, if you can see my phone screen, I have a lot of recommendations, for if you like this, you need to read this. So maybe I don't want to drag this video too long, so maybe I'll make two parts of it. I'll upload one now, and then if you guys like, I can make another one. Okay, so let's start without waiting. Now, the first recommendation that I have is, if you love or if you have read the It Ends With Us, which is all over the place right now, you need to read Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carolina. Both the books deal with second chance romance, and Before We Were Strangers has a lot of Atlas and Lily vibes. Now, if you've not read It Ends With Us, first of all, you need to go and read It Ends With Us, because it's a fabulous book. Renee Carolina and Colin Hoover both have a similar style of writing. Their words can bring out all your emotions, and both books will make you cry. If you do not know what It Ends With Us is, I'll just give a little bit of story, because this book is worth reading, and I'm just convincing you to read it at the same time. What happens is, there's this girl there's this girl and there's a boy. Obviously, the boy goes to her school, and he's does not have anybody. He is a loner. He does not have a place to live and all that, and the girl discovers that, and then she gives shelter to him when her parents are not home, provides with foods, and maybe allows him to take a bath at her house, and they become strong friends, become very close. And once her father founds him, and he throws him off, and after that they just get separated. And then we have it in the present, where she's living a total different life, and she meets someone, she gets married, and then she again meets Atlas. Atlas is the boy who was alone, like a street boy then, and he's a very famous chef now. And they've always had that spark between them, but Lily also has that spark with her husband, obviously. Now, but problems get created, and at the end, it's like, it'll leave you shocked as to why the book is titled It Ends With Us. It's a super good book, one of my favorites. You need to definitely read that. And if you have already read it, you need to go to Before We Were Strangers, because it has a similar plot line, where it's like a story that spans over 15-16 approx years, where they met in college, and then they meet again after years, and so much has changed, and there's so much of mystery to it. And like, how they left things, and how they get like, when they meet, there's so new things get up, and like there are regrets also, but they just move forward. There's a quote which says, we were victims of bad timing, but here we are again. And you need to read this book, super fabulous. Now, the next recommendation that I have for you is, if you've already read Divine King, which is also quite famous, Rena Kent, dark romance books and all, you need to read Riot House. Now, both the books are, high school bully romance, and like, there's a group of a group of hotshot boys in the college or in the campus, and there's a girl who has a lot of history. She comes and they target her, but she's also, she also fights back. But I'll tell you, more Divine King is a little more intense than Riot House, but the story is a little similar. And if you like Divine King, you'll definitely like Riot House. And if you have, it goes otherwise. If you've read Riot House, you need to read Divine King, then too you'll definitely love it, because it's so much more intense and the story is so better. Now, the next recommendation which I have, I think most of you know about it, which is, if you have read The Hating Game, you need to read The Spanish Love Deception. Now, I read The Hating Game a long time ago, like when it released, and it is one of my favorite books. And I just love what Lucy Houghton and Joshua Templeman have. Now, both these are office romance, where the guy is already in love, but the girl thinks that they hate her, and the boys are like, if not any, I would prefer hate than nothing from you. If you've already read The Hating Game, it's not like the Spanish Love Deception is totally similar. You'll find similarity, but there is so much more to the Spanish Love Deception. When I read the Spanish Love Deception, everyone told me that it's just total copy and all that, but it's not like that. There's so much more to it. Hating Game in itself is just perfect, but it's the Spanish Deception has more to it, and I just love the Spanish community. And like her family was so strong. Catalina, her family is so super, close, loving, and they're so caring about each other. You can just see it through the book, and there's so many cute moments. You need to read it. The next recommendation that I have is, if you've read The Thousand Kisses, you need to read Bright Side by Kim Holden. Now, Bright Side by Kim Holden, it is such an underrated book. People don't know about her, and they need to, because her books are just magical. Just out of context, something, one of my favorite books of all time is All of It by Kim Holden. The book has the concept of eternal love, and which is my favorite. This book is like the main character's name is Dimitri Glenn, and he is my book boyfriend. I mean, like, you just need someone like that. Okay, back to the video. So I was saying, if you have read Thousand Kisses, you need to read Bright Side. Both the books will make your eyes, cry. Will make you cry. Your eyes will hurt so much at the end. They are so super emotional. Both the characters are going through, in both the books, one of the character is going through a medical sickness, and the other one doesn't know, and when they know, it's just so heartbreaking, but it's so good, like the lessons they leave, and especially Bright Side, because there's like, it's just like, as the name says, Bright Side, it's like how you find the bright in it. It's just so good, and it's just it is heartbreaking but motivational also. Like, not motivational in the sense of like, who gives a fuck, the subtle art of not giving a fuck, not something like that, but like in a story way. It's just, you need to read it, guys. Listen to me, just go and read it. So the next, now I'm thinking of putting, like one high school, one hate to romance, one also I'm trying to add fantasy, which I don't read a lot, but from what I've read, Divergent. If you like Divergent, you can read Delirium. Both are very similar of, categorizing people, and they're like a different society existing. In Delirium, love is declared to be a disease, and after a certain age, you're being told who you are supposed to marry, and this is a system thing. But always like, they're given injections so that they don't fall in love, but there's always one person who falls in love and all that. And same went for Divergent also, like not in the love sense, but like, they just read your mind and tell you which group you belong to. But there are some people whose mind does not tell anything, and they're the outcast. There's a particular word for it which I forgot because I've read it like a long time ago. Anyways, so you can read that. Okay, so the next I'm going to include is going to be from the Mafia genre, because it's one of my favorite genre of all time. It's going to be, if you love or like, or if you have read Twisted Pride by Cora Riley. You need to read Until Tomorrow Comes by Adelaide Forrest. Now, Adelaide Forrest, she's a new upcoming writer. Her books are phenomenal. I have read all of her books, and then it's not just like she's written one or two. It's like she's written some 9, 10 books, and I've not read all except one because that's like you know uh, falling in love with your dad's best friend, and that's just it's a no for me. So yeah, other than that, I've read all of her books. Super amazing writer. And now, why these both books go together? They both have the kidnapping thing, but like in Remo's case, like in Twisted Pride, he kidnapped her not with intention of falling in love with her. In case of Until Tomorrow Comes, he has been obsessed with her for years. He's just waiting for her to be of legal age, and then he kidnaps her, takes her away on an island, secluded place, and they start their journey. It's a 4-book series, but I am telling you, it is so worth reading. I read all of the 4 books on the day it released, and all the 4 books ends with a cliffhanger. So like the whole month, I was like so anxious as to what's gonna happen next. But now it's good that all the 4 books have released, so you don't have to go through the same anxiety that I went through. And these 4 books are totally worth reading. Now I'm gonna end today's video here. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this and want more suggestions like this, go and comment in the comment section, for a part 2. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please keep supporting. Your love means the world to me. Thank you.